schedule, whatever it might be. Scan that body. Then as we move throughout our postures this morning, just keep in mind if there were those places that were feeling that extra resistance and tension, send a little bit of that extra flow to those areas, a little extra tension. Just taking a couple more nice deep breaths in and out if you can, working on that Ujjayi breathing, breathing through that nose, back out through the nose. But if there's not capacity for that, just breathe however works best for you. And the next time you take a nice deep breath as you inhale, lifting up to the top of the head. And as you exhale, lower that chin to your chest. And then gently rocking that head out side to side in a half neck circle. Right ear, right shoulder, left ear, left shoulder. With that chin passing through center each time. Just taking that head side to side. And we're going to make our way to where that right ear is over at that right shoulder. We're going to hold it here, pressing that left shoulder down the way. Just creating some space to the side of the neck. And if you'd like, you can take that left hand beside you and just walk those fingertips away to get a little more stretch. Taking that hand away, just bringing that hand back, relaxing that shoulder. Left ear goes over the left shoulder. And then just press that right shoulder away. Again, if you'd like, right hand can go beside you. You can walk those fingers away. A little space. And if that right hand's coming anywhere else, bring it back. And a couple more times, just gently rock that head out side to side in that half neck circle with that chin passing through center each time. And we're going to bring that chin down towards our chest. Keeping that chin down at your chest just for a few breaths here. Just stretching out the back of the neck, gently stretching the back. And then as we inhale, lifting that chin up off the chest, you can open up those eyes. And let's go ahead and take those legs out from underneath us. And just extend those legs all the way, get nice long through those legs, flex those feet. Inhale those arms up, and exhale and fold forward. So seated forward fold, head, chest, and body just coming as far forward as they will allow. Take a couple breaths, and just take a stretch here. Trying to take that hinge forward from the hips, trying to keep the back flat as possible. But this depends on the back mobility this morning and that hamstring mobility. And then from here, taking a nice deep breath, nice tight belly, head up, and let's bring that body all the way up together. And then once again, let's inhale up, and then this time as we exhale, we're just going to twist to the right. So we'll take that torso twist and rotate from hips to the shoulders, just looking over that right shoulder. And then as we inhale, the arms back up overhead, and then exhale, and again, just twist to the left. Taking that left hand beside the buttocks, just resting it there, keeping that spine nice and tall, just twisting and looking over that left shoulder. And once again, inhale those arms right up overhead, and exhale, and once again, fold forward. Coming into that seated forward fold, just fold and hold it here for another breath. And then once again, nice deep breath, tight belly, head up, and we come all the way up together. Let's come up onto our hands and our knees for a couple cat-cows, stretching out that back a little bit more. Hands underneath the shoulders with those fingers spread wide, knees underneath the hips, and bring that chin in towards your chest. Coming into cat. Take those shoulder blades, pulling them apart, and just holding here for a few breaths. Breathe, inhale, exhale. And then reversing that curl, tailbone lifts up behind you, gaze comes slightly forward, pull those shoulder blades together. And then making our way through cat through cow, inhale, exhale, round it, reverse it, stretch that back. One more time each way. And we'll make our way to a neutral spine, whatever a flat back is for you. And then we're going to be threading the needle, starting with that right arm reaching long, out to the side, taking that right arm all the way underneath that left arm, and coming down until we're resting on the side of the head. We've got that right arm underneath and through, palm up, and the push still lifted up over those knees. And then that left hand can stay beside your head if you need help and support for that neck. But if you want to get more of a stretch to that left arm, you can either bend that elbow, drape it behind your back, or you can take that arm down in front and walk the fingers forward. But primarily make sure you're getting a good stretch out of the right arm first. And then worry about where the left arm's going. And again, if you're getting neck issues, keep that hand beside your head to help stabilize the neck. And if the left hand's coming anywhere else, bring that left hand right beside your head, and then take that right arm, unthread it, bring that arm out, and just stretch the other way. All right. And then while we're here, keeping the right arm up, left hand down, left knee down, we're just gonna roll and open up to the side into a modified half moon. So I'm gonna come over to that hand and that knee. We've just rolled to the side, lifting that right arm up above that right shoulder, left hand underneath the left shoulder, and that right leg is long and extended. We're just coming to find a place here to hold. And then from here, just lifting that leg a little bit, just lift a little pulse, lifting that leg, keep that toe pointed, just lifting that leg, warming up that body, strengthening those leg muscles a little bit while we're here. One more nice deep breath. And then from here, we're going to take that right foot on the floor, and then we're going to bring our body upright. So we're going to lift ourselves up and take that right arm down that right leg and reach over to the right, that left arm. So just coming into a side stretch, holding it here. Getting that stretch all the way through the left side of the body, reaching long down that right leg. One more nice deep breath. And then all we're going to do is cartwheel those hands back down to the ground. Take the hands down to the knees and down onto the forearms for a moment, elbows underneath the shoulders. Give me a couple cat cows here. So a couple round reverse in that cat cow. Rounding, reversing. And then one more time each way. And then once again, that neutral spine, whatever that flat back is for you. Back up onto our hands, back up onto our knees, and threading the needle now on the left side. So starting with that left arm reaching long, all the way out, underneath that right arm, go all the way down, coming down onto the side of the head, coming down to a really good stretch of that left arm. And then again, the right hand can stay right beside the head for support. You can bend it behind the back. You can drop it down to the front. And stay here, a couple breaths, take a nice smooth stretch in your shoulder. And breathe. That left hand has come anywhere, or that right hand has come anywhere else beside that head. Bring it back beside your head. Use it, push into it. Take that arm up and just reach the opposite way. Get you that shoulder the other way. And from here again, just rolling and opening up, rolling onto that knee and that hand. So now we've got that right hand underneath that right shoulder, left arm above, and that left leg is lifted up nice and high. So again, just a modified half moon. And then just pointing that toe and lifting that leg, pointing, lifting, little pulse, little lift. And then hold. And then once again, just kind of rotating back to center, this time staying on the hands and the knees and round the back and reverse cat-cow. More times, cat-cow, and reverse. One more time each way. And then once again to that nice flat neutral back, or whatever flat is for you, your flat back. And then scoot the hands a little further in front, curl your toes, lift your hips, and make your way into your downward facing dog. And then if it feels good, you can bicycle and the legs out. Push back through one heel and one knee. And just kind of walk it out. And equal weight pushing back through both heels, just holding your down dog, a couple breaths here. And then look to the hands, walk the feet to the hands, to a standing forward fold. Head, chest, and body coming towards those legs, lengthening those hamstrings, lengthening that back, bring it all together. Just bring it, again, walk it out. If it feels good, shift the weight one side to the other. And then equal weight pulling up through both legs, lengthen, draw together, breathe. And then from here, come to a flat back, where that head is just lengthening to the front of you, from the hips to the head, nice long back. Hands can go to shins, or you can stay on the floor, just lifting that head up halfway. And then release that head back down as you inhale, arms out to the side, head up, chest leads, flat, flat back, up, up, up. We come to standing, coming up, and bringing the hands down the ground. All right. And from here, coming and just taking a nice deep breath and coming up onto the balls of the feet. The hands coming up and then bringing ourselves back down. So just a little bit of balance. You need something to hold on to for balance. Find something you can hold on to. And then back down. And we're just going to rise up onto the balls of the feet. We're just going to stay here. So we're going to come up, bring the arms up. And then if you can, just take a little twist to the right. Just try to twist and rotate that torso to the right. Try to stay up on the balls of the feet. If not, you can always lower them down a little bit. Get the heels down and lift as you can to accommodate. Bring it back to center. And then just go ahead and take a little twist to the left. And then bring yourselves back to center. Lower those heels, lower those feet, bring those hands down, and then bringing those arms up, so keep those feet down. So now we're gonna bend our knees and we're gonna sit back into chair. So now we're just gonna bend into the knees, sit back onto the heels, keeping that chest lifted, keeping the arms lifted. Sitting back into chair, reaching long with those arms. And then bringing the hands together and keeping that chair position with the lower body. And we're gonna twist to the right. So we're gonna take that left elbow above that knee on that right leg and twist over to the right. Just taking a few breaths right here, sitting back onto those heels, bent in those knees, using the strength in those legs to keep you here. And then untwist, bring the arms back up for just a moment, and then bring the hands back together, now twisting to the left. So take that rotation, that twist from that torso, take that right elbow above that left knee, and look over to the left. All the while keeping those knees bent, staying in that chair. And then from here, untwisting, bringing the arms back up, reaching long, sitting in that chair, just one more breath. And now release to a forward fold. And if it feels good, walk it out. A little bit of work for those legs. And then you can wait, pulling up through both legs. Hold and hold. And then from here, place those hands down for a jump into a plank. Remember, you can always go to a knee plank if you need to modify, but if you can here, hands under the shoulders, belly pulled in nice and tight. And then we slowly chaturanga. We'll lower down like we're doing a push-up, elbows to the back. And now from here, lifting up to our up dog, just lift the chest, lift the belly, lengthen through the arms, onto the tops of the thighs and the tops of the feet. And then curl those toes, lift the hips to a downward facing dog. Coming back into our down dog, pushing that body weight back into those heels. Hold it here. And then lifting that right leg up behind you, nice and high. And then point and flex that toe. And then point that toe, lift that leg nice and high, bend that knee, bring it underneath the body through between the hands. Coming into a low lunge. So we're going to come onto our knee. If you want to grab a pillow or a towel for a little knee cushion, feel free. But we're going to come down onto that knee and lift that chest and bring ourselves up into a low lunge. So as we're resting on that knee, again, if you want a pillow, towel, go grab it. Hold here. Okay, alrighty, so hold in here, those arms up again, whatever's comfy for you. And then bring those hands down on the ground and keep the left hand down and take the right arm up. Again, a little twist, just reaching long with that right arm. And taking that hand down, and then we're going to curl that toe, we're going to lift that knee, and staying here in this position, and just bending that knee, if you can, just kind of tapping that knee to the ground. So trying to take a little stretch through that hip flexor, just bending that back knee. A couple more times, if you can, bend it, lift, and then lift, nice and long and hold. Also pushing back through that heel, getting a stretch through that calf. And then we're going to lift ourselves just momentarily up through a high lunge. So we're going to lift that chest, lift the arms, bring ourselves up, and then to warrior two. So we're going to drop that back foot onto the inside of it, open up our hips, open up our arms, and bend into that front knee. So we've come into our warrior two. And remember here, the right toe is pointed forward, the left toe is pointed to the side, but instead of having that 90-degree angle, if you open up that angle a little bit by aiming that heel a little bit down towards the right corner, it'll help take the pressure off that knee. So squeeze between those shoulder blades. And just bend into that front knee, hold here. And look out over those fingers or look anywhere that's comfortable for you. I'm just taking a couple more breaths right here to breathe. And then from here, now we're going to come into triangle. So we're going to straighten out that front leg. We're going to keep our feet exactly where they were. And we're just going to straighten the right leg. So now we're going to take the arms and reach, reach, reach as far forward as our waist will allow. And then let that right arm drop down on the inside of that right leg and let that left arm come up. So as we make our way into our triangle, here too, if you can't get that hand to the ground, you can just rest it on the shin, rest it on the inside of the leg. But what's different here is we've got that right leg extended, but we're not locking that knee out, but we've extended, elongated that leg. And we're just reaching down, taking that stretch through the inside of that right leg, a little bit of inner thigh stretch, and just holding it here. And again, looking in where it's comfortable, where it works for that neck. Couple more breaths right here. Inhale, exhale. And then from here, all we're going to do is release those hands. We're going to pivot towards that right leg. Take the hands down, take the right leg back behind you. Back where we started. And those down dog splits. And angle forward to a one-legged plank. Through plank, we're gonna slowly chaturanga, lower down. Remember, you can do all that from your knees to your up dog. And then when you're ready, to your down dog. Coming back into our down dog, you can walk it out. Take a couple breaths right here. And then when you're ready, lift that left leg up behind you. Nice and high, point and flex that toe, point flex. And then bend that knee, swing it forward, in between the hands where we're aiming to get it. If it didn't get there, pick it up, move it, wiggle those toes forward. Coming down onto that back knee. If you need that cushion, take it. Peel yourself up into that low lunge. Just coming into that low lunge, reaching those arms long, finding some balance. And just coming here, tucking that left hip under as we tuck that hip under and push forward. Take a look for those toes, make sure you can still see them without having to go look for them. And then taking those hands down, this time take the left arm up, reach it, twist, reach long. And then from here, taking that hand down, curl that back toe and lift yourself up into that high lunge. So just bring ourselves up, lift and hold just for a moment for a breath. And then drop that right foot, open up the hips, open up the arms, and bend into that front knee. So now coming into our warrior two. Same thing here, always make sure you can still see those little toes without having to look for them. That'll help you know that your knee is not going out over that ankle and overstretching at that knee joint. If you can, see yourself somewhere, that knee over the ankle is where you want to be. You can always have that knee a little behind, but you don't want to be pushing that knee out over that ankle. Squeeze those shoulder blades, hold, and breathe. And then here's we straighten out that front leg. Also, you might need to scoot that back leg a little bit closer together. If you need to, go ahead. But we still have that right toe forward to the front and the left toe in front of us. So again, that little bit of an angle with those feet again, but now that left leg is nice and long. We're just gonna reach, till we get to that final point where we can't reach any longer. And we're just gonna slide down that left leg. And taking that right arm up. Again, coming into triangle. Inner thigh of that left leg should be feeling like a good stretch. Only here. And again, it depends on where you go. Maybe that arm doesn't go too far down that leg. Just depends on what works for you, what works for your body. And a couple more nice deep breaths. And then from here, go ahead and release, taking those hands down beside that foot, send that left leg back behind you. Back to your down dog splits, angle forward to a one-legged plank. Remember, if you need to do plank from your knee, you can do this from your knee. Slowly, chaturanga, release that leg, lifting up through that belly to your up dog. And then when you're ready, your downward facing dog. Curl your toes, lift the hips, and push back. And then from here, let's come to our knees and sit back into child's pose. Feet together, slide back, knees apart, sit back, forehead down, sit back onto those heels, take the child pose. Take a quick break here. And then with those arms, take the arms now out to a T. So the arms are coming out to the sides, making a T formation with the arm being the long part of the T, and then the body being the middle part. So just keep the arms long out to the side, walk the hands out, just a little bit different stretch through the upper body. And then one hand at a time, walk one hand in and then the other. And then we're going to slowly lift the head up a little bit. We're going to scoot the hands forward and we're going to lower down onto our belly. So coming down onto our belly, coming into our cobra, a little bit different than our up dog because we use the low back muscles to lift on this one. But first we're gonna start off with those hands underneath the shoulders. So the hands are under the shoulders, the elbows are bent, the elbows, instead of coming out to the side, make sure you're pulling those elbows and hugging them in towards your body, and the elbows are going back. A little tiny cobra, so just a little lift of that chest, and then using those lower back muscles to lift, and then release. And then again, lifting a little higher, just going where that low back will allow. Keeping that low back belly, that back strong to support that belly. All right, go ahead and release back down. And again, a little bit higher each time as your body will allow. Gazing out in front of you. And all the while pushing the tops of the waist down, tops of the feet, and into the ground. And then go ahead and lift wherever your cobra will allow. So just come and hold, squeeze, use that low back. And then release back down. And then from here, sit back into your child pose. So sitting back now, stretching that back. Taking that back nice and long, reach those arms in front. And then from here, walking the arms and the hands together. So maybe the thumbs are touching, so now the hands are nice and narrow in that child pose. A little bit different placement for those arms, reaching along. Hold the stretch. Take a couple more nice deep breaths right here. Inhale, exhale. And then from here, walking those hands back one at a time, right beside your head, very, very slowly. Lift that head up. Bring that head up. And then we're going to go ahead and bring those legs around or cross those legs. Sit back. Second, and make our way into our boat pose next. So we've got some ways to get to boat. We'll start off though with our hands at the back of our legs. So then we're just gonna lean that upper body back. So just coming back to a little bit of a challenge place for that belly, that back. And then one leg at a time, we're gonna lift one leg and then we're gonna lift the other. So coming into nice little gentle boat. Hands are holding on to the back of the legs, lifting, lengthening to the top of the head, rolling the shoulders back and down. And then up here, if you can release the arms. Squeeze those inner thighs together, keep those legs together. If you can, release the arms. If not, you can keep them at those hamstrings. See what works. Take that boat, hold. And then from here, I'm just going to release those legs long. We're going to sit up nice and tall and inhale, the arms up, exhale, and fold forward. So folding over those legs, get that back another little stretch. And continue to breathe. And then from here, once again, nice deep breath, inhale, head up, all that body comes up together. All right, and then from here, we're just gonna be rolling ourselves all the way to the ground. So nice and slowly, take those arms out, roll ourselves back onto our back. Take the arms out overhead and reach, point, and stretch. Take a nice big full body stretch. And then bring the hands down by your sides. Let's make our way into our bridge. We're going to bend the knees, feet come onto the floor, feet underneath those knees. Hands are just going to be down by your side. And then we're just going to start to lift the vertebrae off the ground. Lift that buttocks up, lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling. And then just come into a bridge. Feet are underneath those knees. We're just lifting those hips. And we're holding ourselves here. Squeezing those inner thighs together. Don't forget about what the inner part of the leg you're doing. Sometimes the knees might want to drop out to the side. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Just hold. Using the back side of the body to lift and hold. Breathe. And then from here, we're going to slowly release ourselves down. And we're going to cross the right leg over the left, making a figure 4. And now you have 2 options. So you can reach the hands through to grab the shin if you can. If you can't get to the shin, you can grab the hamstring and just pull those legs in towards your body. So giving a little bit of a stretch. Here again, you can either grab the hamstring, if you can, keep the knee bent, grab the shin, pull it in, let's shut right knee out and open, getting a little stretch through that hip flexor. 4. And then all we're going to do is we're going to release and cross the legs. And this time, take that left leg, cross it over the right, flex that foot as you're doing it, keeping that foot flexed. That'll help protect that knee, push that left knee out to the side. And then again, take the right hand around, the left hand through the legs, and again, grabbing the shin if you can. If not, extend the leg and grab the back of it. And just pull it in, hold it here. And keep breathing. And then go ahead and release and bring those feet down. And we're going to take the feet down on the ground a little bit wider than hip distance. Maybe if you do have a mat, as wide as the mat, and taking those legs apart. And then just drop the knees over to the left or the right, one side. So just dropping those knees, letting those hips stretch a little bit differently. And then bring those knees back to center, and now let the knees drop to the other side. Just a nice wide windshield wiper of those legs. And then bring it back up to center, and then just take it one side and the other. Just kind of windshield wipering those knees, one side the other. And then from here, and ready, bring those legs back up to center. And then from here, we're going to bring the feet and the legs a little bit closer together, almost to touching, just a slightly apart. And take the arms out to the side of the T. And then we'll drop the knees over to the right and look over to the left. So now, holding the feet are together. Now as we take the feet closer together, we can stretch through the low back. They're nice and wide apart. There's more stretch to the hip. So those feet. You might even pick up the left leg and stack it on top of the right. And just drop the knees over the right. We're looking to the left. Arms out in the T. And bring those feet back together. Drop those knees to the left and look over to the right. And just getting a little bit of a stretch to that lower back. Just gentle spinal twist. And then from here, go ahead and bring those knees back to center. And then from here, give it the back of the leg a little bit of a stretch. Let's take the right leg up and pull, grab that behind that leg on the hamstring or the calf. You can keep the left leg knee bent, or you can, on the floor, you can extend that leg. So the hamstring, just a nice big stretch to the back of the leg. Just taking one leg, stretching it. And then from here, go ahead and release that leg, and then bringing the other leg up. The left leg comes up, and again, just grab a hold somewhere behind that leg, pull that leg in towards our body, give it a nice deep stretch. And then releasing that leg all the way down, both legs come down, and then we'll bring that right knee in towards our chest, flex that foot, grab a hold below the knee on the shin, and just pull that knee directly in towards the body, flexing that foot the entire time to help protect that knee. Just pull it in. And then from here, we're going to keep a hold of that right leg with that right hand. Let the left hand drop by your side, because now we're going to let that knee drop out to the side. So let the knee drop and open up to the right, a little bit of a stretch through the inner part of the hip. Keep a hold of it with your right arm so that you can help cradle and support it. So just take it to where you feel a good stretch. And then bringing that knee back through center. Left hand grabs hold of that right leg, pulling it over to the left. Right hand can go down by your side. Pull it over, give it a little gentle stretch. Through the back side of the body now, through buttocks. And then from here, bringing that leg back through center and release. Now bringing the left leg in, grab a hold below the knee on the shin, pull it in, flex that foot. When the right hand releases, left hand takes a hold of that knee, drop out to the left. And then bringing that knee back to center. Right hand grabs that left leg now, pulls it over to the right. And the left hand just goes down by your side. And nice touch back of leg. And then from here, gently rolling it back to center, bringing both knees in towards your chest. Nice loose hold on those shins and circle those knees one direction. And then next up, circling those knees the opposite direction. And then from here, reaching, grabbing the inside of those arches of those feet, extending those legs, happy baby. Just go ahead and rock it side to side. And then go ahead and release those legs. We're bringing those legs down, making our way into our final posture for Shavasana. Traditional pose is corpse pose with the legs extended, arms extended down by your side. But just get to a place where you can be comfortable. You can close your eyes and just take a minute to let that body and that mind release and relax and unwind. And enjoy a few moments, peace, minutes of quiet. Keeping your eyes closed, just continue to breathe. And slowly bringing some awareness back into that body and that mind. You can move those fingers, toes, hands, feet, arms, legs, or even that head can go side to side. When you're ready, rolling over on the side of your choice. Remaining here for a moment, letting that blood flow come back to that heart. Remaining on your side just for a moment. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all the darkness. Again, that quote is, hope is being able to see that there is light despite all the darkness. And that is a quote from Desmond Tutu. You're ready to use your outside arm, push yourself back up to where we began our practice this morning. And I appreciate you coming to join me and hopefully feeling a little bit more relaxed or whatever it is we needed for the day. And hopefully we'll see you next week. Namaste. Thank you, Arlene. And I will stop